So, warm welcome to our 8th International Conference INFES 2026. Today, we are having our multidisciplinary conference, and the title of my presentation is Innovation and Inventions from Indigenous Instruments to the Global Industry-Oriented Research. As we know that with the time, in India or in other countries also, we are now promoting the indigenous research system so that whatever we are having the technology in our older days, you can make the fusion, we can make the fusion with the new technology to bring more and more innovation and patents. So setting the stage, very important. How you want to change the situation, how you want to create your, the stage for your work. So as we know that human progress is truly powered by ideas. You see the childrens, you see the kids, how many ideas they are having. That was, I think, that fantastic age to have the more and more ideas and the creativity. But in case of invention, if we wanted to move forward with our invention, we need to take care of our ideas, creativity to the realistic problem solution stage of our work. So what I am sharing that any research, if you are say today, if you are doing your research in nuclear weapon to create the big fire, you need to understand that it is also the system in our older age to create the fire with the two stones. So what is the bottom line? That every research having its roots in our indigenous system. And in modern industry oriented invention, we can empower this indigenous knowledge to create, to make the engine of employment, and we can bring the sustainable growth in the society. I think that this is the crux of INFES 2026 to bring the research, publication, and collaboration together so that we can create the global impact. I'm sincerely requesting all the organizations, those who wanted to go for creating the impact to the society, must start their journals, articles, publications. Their patent, as we have discussed that last year only, that up to last year, up to this actually, up to yesterday. Yesterday also I am having one patent grant. So around 70 patent grant and more than 200 patents filing from our side. And these are also under the grant process. So if we can create the realistic solution to the existing problem, which is unique in nature, then I think that we can have one new solution which is durable in nature, which is creating the high impact to the society, and it is under the high demand of the industry. Very interesting that your research will be now generating money for you and with an ethical manner. So we need to understand the value of indigenous instruments. Today, we are gathering as the first international conference in this year 2026, though it is the 8th international conference. So what my mission is that to start with our root of our society, the base of my country, base of your country, where the indigenous system is nurturing the modern age innovation. So indigenous devices, what are the indigenous devices? How it reflects the culture, wisdom, contextual problem solving. I'm sharing with you one example. I'm getting one patent on pitcher. Okay, one pitcher. That is one filter system. And I have taken the idea, that the old days pictures that you see that one pot over it the another pot and over it the third pot, that is the indigenous filter, water filter system. And it was used in most of the villages. But which I think that introduction of our, that double filtered aquaguard or like that, the electronic system, we are forgetting this part. But whenever our water is passing through the coal, sands, and other material, it is also highly purified. I'm sharing the example in Newark. I'm sharing the example in Delhi. What is happening? Even in Bangalore, I would like to share. That is the drinking water problem. So most of the people are going with that, okay, traditionally we are listening always that rainwater harvesting system and everywhere we want to do that one. Is it actually possible? It is like that political literate is okay. That any state they will say like that, go for rainwater harvesting system. But geographic locations, the rate of raining and the acid rains, everything need to considered by the scientists and the academic people. So we are not the making like that the blind people that go for that one. No, we need one good filter system and which can be developed. I personally feel like that, okay, with the traditional knowledge. And I have created one new design, adding some new technology and getting the patent. So what I am sharing that indigenous knowledge is source of your new innovation system. If you want to go for patent, I always suggest that read Ramayana, read Mahabharata. You will have so many idea about the invention that what that say in those days, those people how they are utilizing the technology. Maybe for some people it is mythology, but for some people I'm sharing that you can read the mythological book also to have the idea about your patents, because the magic that you are creating is the patent. So many agricultural tools are there, okay, for cultivation purpose. We are having the agricultural tools like that. Today we are using the tractors. But now coming to the part, how many poor cultivators and farmers are able to buy their tractors? This is question. How many poor cultivators are using the high technology or like JCB like that, the vehicles? It is limited to the contractors, those who are buying and using farmer for their work. So we need to find out the alternative which will be low cost. This is very important. Low cost device development. And it can be based on indigenous knowledge. We have introduced one institute in Mumbai, IIISC, Indigenous Institute of Innovation and Science. So what is our motivation here? That we want to develop some low cost, eco-friendly and socially inclusive technologies. And it will help every country people. If you are from United States, if you are from Australia, Germany, or other country also, we know that you are also having some indigenous technology existing in your society. Now we have to modify that one as per the demand of the industry with our modern technology. So as we know that the basis for future innovation is always focused on the modern science as well as our indigenous system, if it is properly implemented and planted by the researcher. Now, from tradition to transformation. Tradition, okay, we are having so many instruments, okay, and now we need to make the transformation. We need to modify. If you want to go for patent innovation, if you want to go for writing down good papers, you need to understand the root of your society. without knowing about the root, how you can develop, how you will have the idea of the new devices and instruments. So very interesting point to generate the idea for your patent. Whether you are from social science, humanities, or computer science, or maybe the physicist, but you have to combine with each other. And this collaboration will give the advanced technology in your hand. So you can integrate the device physics, artificial intelligence, IoT, and sustainable material. So you can see one case study I am sharing here, the traditional weaving and smart textile machine. So there is a research gap between these two. If you are considering that, you have seen the smart textile machines, okay, the industries, and who are leading? Are you leading it? Make the question. This is a good time to think properly. Who is leading these top industries, top brands, top clothing system? And who was originally doing this traditional weaving? Who are the people? You are the people, the common people, the middle class people. They are having the industry in their hand whenever it was the traditional weaving system. But once it is now the smart textile machines, big industry, which need you the 200 crore, 300 crore. So if you are using, say, Raymond, do you feel like that it is by you or the very that one? So how this growth will be there, and today how it is changing? Okay, today how it is changing, and we need to understand. We need to understand that how we are now dependent on the big industry and keeping the research gap. Why we are not developing some of the, the weaving machine, which will cost only like the 50,000, 70,000, and you can be the industry owner. You can start the small scale industry. So here, these are the opportunities for the patent development. Patent development is not only the academic activity. It should not be the academic certificate only, sir. I am doing it for my certificate, for my promotion, because any government, it may be UK patent, it can be US patent, it can be Indian patent, or it can be German patent. So, sir, I am interested because I want to go for promotion. Okay, it's good. You should take promotion. You should take job, because we know that if you are having patent, you are getting the preference. But what about the system? What about the society? Do you feel like that we have some responsibility to the society? So therefore, today I am sharing that with this new year, okay, that as we are exchanging our Happy New Year messages, Happy New Year wishes, we have to also exchange our idea from the indigenous system to make that transformation to the society. Now, the power of innovation in the society. The power of innovation. Innovation is the application of knowledge to solve the real problem. We have to focus on the real problem. If we are ready to give the solution, as I am showing you the example of the textile industry. So many industries are there which is purely dominating by the urban industry system, not the smart, okay, indigenous based industry system. So if you are taking the initiative to bring the small scale industry into the market, where you will not only resolve the existing problem, but also create the large numbers of jobs to our students, to our academicians, to our scholars. So please make sure that you are thinking something different. Don't be only the person who is inside the rat race, but also think different to create the employable, okay, project. To create the employable project, that means you will generate the employment, but you are also creating some project. You can do some major research project, minor research project, and as you are academician, funding agencies are there. So you need to apply for the funding of your project, and we are also having the infrastructure. If you want to carry your project in Mumbai, if you are independent researcher, if you are in IIP PDF innovator, or if you are IIPN from our organization registered scholar, then you can also try for submission of project, and it is the great opportunity, and try to connect the indigenous knowledge to create the impact with the modern technology. If you are using artificial intelligence, I'm highly appreciating it, but connect it with our root of our society. I'm always sharing that we are coming from the Gurukul tradition, and Gurukul tradition not about the buildings, it's about the quality of education. You just see the all historical books, how Indian education system was developing. Even in other countries also, most of the countries, the quality education was getting the more focus than the show-off education system. What is show-off education system? That you are having a beautiful room, you are sharing the AC, and you are sharing that the, yes, highly sophisticated classrooms with high quality education. But where is high quality education? We have seen the, okay, air conditioner is there. My question is that whether air conditioner will teach your student. This is the biggest might among our parents. They are thinking like that, yes, my children is going for very big schools, big colleges, big universities. Because they are only confined with the air conditioner, good interactive board, and very stylish, well-dressed teachers. What about the research? What about their future? After completing their graduation, after completing their masters, whether they are actually getting the job opportunities, they can earn good, handsome salary or handsome money to support their parents, to support their family. So let us understand this part, job creation part also. This power will drive, the power of innovation will drive the education industry and especially healthcare. I'm mentioning here. So try to integrate these two fields to your indigenous work and invention, and so that we can reduce the gap between the practical part and our theory based work. If we are only with the theory, then we cannot reduce the gap. We have to reduce the gap. We have to join our academician. We have to join our common people, one cultivator. If he want to start his research journey, Eudoxia Research Center is with them in India, and Eudoxia Research University, Newcastle, United States of America, welcomes you to join your hand. If you are not having that traditional education system also, we believe in open invention system. We are ready to create the research pioneer. It's not about your background. It's about your interest and passion. We are encouraging the people, those who are not having the traditional certificates in their career, but want to take academic and research as a career. And if we are not doing it, what will be our answer about the Thomas Alva Edison, who was inventing the bulb without having any traditional academic knowledge? So it is not about the brand where we are studying. It's all about the contribution what we are making. If you see Albert Einstein, he was studied in ETH Polytechnic. If you see from India, the former president APJ Abdul Kalam, what was his background? But why not today? Why? These are all past. Why not we are getting this kind of people today? So what is my request? That we should take the initiative. All our academicians should take the initiative and to create the culture of, finally I am telling here, that creativity and entrepreneurship. The culture of creativity and entrepreneurship must be there. So industry-oriented invention. Now we are explaining about that how we have to go with the practical usability and scalability. We have to scale up. We have to increase it so that the more and more people will be benefited. So practical usability. If you are developing something, one device, and it has no use in the society, then where is the practical usability? So think about the practical usability. Okay. So link academic research to industry ecosystem. Industrial ecosystem is a big system where you are getting from textile industry, medical industry, education industry. Okay. So many industries are there: tourism industry, travel industry, e-commerce industry. So industrial ecosystem is a bigger system. We need to understand, an academician need to encourage their scholars, their students, so that they should be inside this ecosystem, and they will connect the research to develop one better system. So example, AI based, say, medical diagnostic tools, IoT enabled smart farming devices for the cultivators. Okay. So the key driver of the employment generation, okay, and economic resilience is always based on the invention and research. If we are doing proper research, proper invention, then we can create the more and more job opportunity to our researcher and academicians. So employment generation through innovation. So now you see that first we need to go with the industry oriented device development. Then we can go for, if we are establishing this kind of industry, then direct job in manufacturing. Say you are establishing one small industry where the manufacturing option is there. You are manufacturing low cost devices for farmer, for cultivators. We are taking initiative with our green fortune in Mumbai. We are reducing the brokers gap. We are trying for it. So middle person we are trying to remove. So from farmer to the market we are trying. This is initiative. We have started. You can join your hand. Stellar films in media sector from Eudoxia. Eudoxia Stellar Films Private Limited, like Eudoxia Green Fortune Agri Private Limited. So we are having now numbers of companies, and we are actually searching for the innovators who are interested to join their hand and be the partner in this journey. And I hope that this job opportunity will not give you only the money earning. You are also becoming the leader of your own life. You are becoming the leader of your invention and innovation. You can become the person who is actually solving the society problem. So then indirect job, like from supply chain, from marketing, from various services sectors, you can get it and you can create it. You should promote the startup and entrepreneurship. We are always promoting. We are having startup Eudoxia Education Private Limited. We are having startup Green Fortune. We are having startup Eudoxia Royal Solution Private Limited. We are having startup Eudoxia Stellar Films Private Limited. So many startups we have established, and we are creating the entrepreneurship with the knowledge of research and invention. We are also encouraging that please join your hand as per your industry, as per your interest, that what is your interest, in which industry you want to change the world. So local economics with the global competitiveness, we have to start in that way. Whatever your country, you can join your hand. This is time of the internet. This is time of globalization. We should move forward in that way. So publication is the gateway to the global impact. We should publish our work. Don't think like that, I am doing only the research and I will not publish. No, you should publish your work. So scientific publication spread the knowledge and credibility. If you are publishing your paper in Scopus Journal, okay, if you are publishing in Web of Science Journal, okay, SCI journals, okay, Springer journals, so many, say if you are from management, ABDC journal, so many journals are there and they are good indexed, and it will give you the international visibility. While people will search your name, they will come to know that okay, he is publishing his paper, he is publishing his work into the journals. So this time you are having to opportunity to publish your paper in the spectrum in our book. And the policy changes, publication drive policy changes, funding opportunities. If you are applying for any major research project, minor research project, after PhD, you are going for DSc, DLit. So you need to understand the process and you should go with your proper publication process. Industry trust you can build with your publication. Each paper is building the block in the knowledge economy. Okay, we call it knowledge economy. Okay, not only the finance, it's also the knowledge. Now you see that international collaboration and their importance. So we are always sharing it with you that global collaboration always multiply the innovation. If you are doing the global collaboration, then you can multiply the the innovation. So it will encourage the interdisciplinary and cross cultural research. Okay, advance. Okay, you can have the access to the advanced lab like that through your internet part. You are connecting with us, and remote access you are getting for NVivo, you are getting for SPSS, you are getting for Max QDA, you are getting for other software, okay, from our side. So we can think about this, and Europe, Asia, Africa all can combine together. Then digital tools for research and innovation, that is AI, enhances the data analysis and prediction system. So try to use artificial intelligence. OpenAI you are using Super Grok, okay, you are using maybe Gemini, okay, you are using say Nano Banana for maybe image creation. So these are the tools and you should use it. Research software, you should use it. If you are using say R, okay, R is an open source. So R and R Studio, I am always encouraging, use this one. Python, use this one. Okay, Python is an open source. Okay, you can use Python, you can use R, you can use Tableau. Okay, this kind of research software, and these are always available in our special classes. Upcoming days, I think that the Patron Innovation Program and special classes are starting from 3rd of this February. So you will get access to these things, you will learn about this one. So just create your interest to explore the world of research and innovation. Plagiarism detection and quality check must be there. You have to use Turnitin. Literature review automation can be carried out by using the Zotero or Mendeley. And the digital tool will give that more and more opportunity to you for your quality publication by reducing the time and increasing the precision, the quality of your work. So from indigenous industry, say we are taking one case study, bamboo-based instruments can be there. Okay, these are very smart, eco-friendly constructions tool. We are working on this one also. We are making one ecotourism. That is our one industry we have already entered in this year only. And we are making our eco-friendly resort also. So what is there? So many things. That is even the instruments you can make. Bamboo-based instruments. Okay, so these are traditional knowledge, indigenous work, but you can modify it. You can give the technology to it. Even traditional health diagnostic, we are also doing it. Okay, we are working with our nursing home. Okay, it is say construction is in process, and we are assuming that, we are dreaming that in upcoming days, whenever it will be there, we will also share there some traditional medical system, like in Kerala you can see. Okay, so in healthcare in Kerala, especially if you see the golden needle system, it is available in China and Bhutan. Okay, golden needle treatment. These are traditionals. Okay, and some people are saying it like acupuncture also, but it's not exactly acupuncture. It is somewhat slightly different. But if you are from anyone from Bhutan or China, then they know that one. Okay, golden needle, that our medical system, how it is. So these are traditional method, and we need to do the scientific investigation so that how we can bring the new devices in this. Okay, so IIT controlled smart, okay, irrigation, we can do that one. Okay, irrigation methods, local irrigation method, now we can use the IoT there. Okay, so tradition plus technology, we can bring the sustainable future. So challenges are there in this innovation system. Okay, so lack of funding and infrastructure, the first big problem to the intelligent people, I am saying to the intelligent people it is, because if you are a very big corrupted people, then you are not having any problem for funding, and if you are sound with some other people. But if you are starting your journey from zero, then you will have the lack of funding, you will have the lack of infrastructure. But please remember it, that it is all about the quality of your work. It is not about only that infrastructure. So therefore, so many industries, so many the investors, okay, are ready to give the funding for the quality project and a major research project or minor research project. We have to start this one. Then IPR, you should get your patent. This is very important. You are not having the awareness, therefore you are only publishing the paper, then it will be not useful. Paper is just one contributory work to the research. But if you want to keep your IPR in your hand, then it is only the patent, not only the paper. Okay, so you should go with your patent development, patent drafting, patent filing, and finally the patent grant process. You need the grant certificate. You need the grant certificate, then you can sell your patent also. So I think that if you will do these things, then it will make the bridging of academia and industry, and it will say reduce some of the challenges. We have to overcome the languages and publication barrier for global reach. Don't be that much part that we will go for that one. Okay, so multidisciplinary collaborations and other things. Okay, so we have to encourage this one. So what is vision for our future? Okay, so indigenous, okay, indigenous knowledge should be the foundation of our research. Industry oriented innovation should be our future, and publication should be as the bridge to the global recognition, and collaboration is the key to sustainable progress. Therefore, in my conclusion, I would like to first, yes, my sincere thanks to all the participants, those who are participating in this INFES 2026. And together we can shape the future where the knowledge meet our actions. I am sharing here one quotation from my side. Innovation is the bridge between tradition and tomorrow, turning ideas into invention and inventions into impact. So we have to study the traditional knowledge. We have to understand the indigenous, the power of indigenous knowledge, and how we can bring this indigenous knowledge to the modern technology integrated invention, AI integrated invention with cheaper pricing, so that it will help the common people, middle class people also, not only the urban industry. So what is the gap? One industry is a very, that not technically sound. Some people, if they are into the weaving industry, textile industry, they are using very, very poor technology, which were used before maybe 100 years. And other peoples are using so modern, highly investable technology to use, to produce in the bulk quantities. In between, there is an opportunity for the academician and researcher to develop some tools based on indigenous, our older traditional tools, which will be cost effective, which will be helpful and durable in nature for our common people, for our farmer, for our brothers and sisters, those who are struggling with their daily life. Academicians and teaching are, I never think like that it is a profession. I always believe it to be the passion to change the world, to change the mindset of the people, and to create the new and new invention so that we can connect the common people. So my sincere request to everyone that try to bring the innovation based on the indigenous knowledge for the common people so that they can use it and we will have a better future. Thank you everyone for your pleasant listening and the wonderful messages during my presentations. Thank you very much. Namaste from my side. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, sir, for your incredible and very exceptional presentation. Sir has started from